Taylor's Trivia Titans.
Yes.
All right.
My Titans. All right, next question. Kyle's getting a little aggravated. All right. What are the first 5 books of the Old Testament?
Are you fucking kidding
Whoever
me?
gets the most right.
I refuse again. I won't take part in these whoever gets the most right nonsense that gives me a bunch of busy work.
It's
hate
5
it.
words, you fucking idiot.
It's so much laziness on your part. Why wouldn't there be multiple choice or something so we can be like, bobbity-boop, bobbity-boo?
I can't do multiple choice.
Name 5 books?
Just name, what are the 5 books? There's just, what are the fucking first books in the Old Testament? Just,
All right, I have my 5.
all right.
These are gonna be all.
It's Moses and the Sorcerer's Stone, Moses and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, you should know this, Kyle. You know of the Lord.
Why I would know this.
You're from the South.
I don't know shit about this.
She's so aggravated.
Kyle being
These
hateful
are
is
good
great.
ass questions.
It's fucking.
I wonder what his answers are.
Okay. We ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Genesis, Judges, Psalms, Romans, Joshua.
Genesis, you got it. There's one. What do you got?
one?
Woody? Yep.
I put the book of Luke, the book of Mark, the book of Matthew, the book of John, and in Leviticus.
In a stunning turn of events, Woody does not get Genesis. Kyle gets a point for 1 out of 5. Wow.
Oh.
You guys are going to hell.
No, because it's not real.
I haven't even been baptized.
Baptized.
Take that half point away. I hate it.
All right, take the half point away from Kyle. I deduct half a point from Kyle for his fucking attitude about these questions.
There's a reason you don't have any points.
Give it to
And
me.
it's because Chiz was too lazy to make this game properly.
Well, and so I, 2 hours before the show, was like,
I know. I'm mad at him and I'm misplacing it onto you. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you.
I did my best. I love you and appreciate that you did this with such little time.
That means a lot to me. All right, next question. This one's not about the Bible, so it should help.
Oh, good.
Thoros is a red priest. Game of Thrones question. Thoros is a red priest. From what city is Thoros from? What city?
Oh,
They call him-
Game of Thrones question.
Yes.
Thanks.
Game of Thrones question. They even refer to him throughout the show and the books as Thoros of somewhere.
Yeah,
They
I don't
include
know.
the city in his name and his title. What? That's
Yeah,
surprising.
Not it.
Thoros of.
I mean, I cut the cord on that after the thing. You know, like
It was still good when he was bouncing around when he was in the show.
Maybe it was a picture of the actor. I would have some inkling.
He is the guy. He's going around in the red cloak, obviously, the whole time.
It's a real dark show. I couldn't tell. I don't remember anybody in a red
Beast.
cloak.
All right,
He's the
what's
guy who-
the
Thoros
city
of
name?
Genesis to get a half point from the previous question.
He misspelled Genesis. Deduct a half point.
I played enough code words to know I can get it from the previous question.
That's true. You can just do that. So, yeah, it's the fucking dumbest trivia thing ever. They can just come back and get it in the next turn. No, add that. No, add that. Give Woody has 8 points. This isn't a fucking joke.
Wait, why did you take a point?
All right,
He's
Kyle.
willy nilly with these points.
He's capricious with these half points. Kyle, do you have a city name? Any guesses?
Nah, no.
Thoros
of Mir.
That's a point for Kyle.
Let's go. Let's go.
Locked up. Really?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's big. Thoros of Mir. Wow. That's good. That's what they call him. That's what they call him throughout the show. The Red Priest, Thoros of Mir. Next question. All knotted up at 8.
Damn.
All right. I had to look this up. What is the name of the dwarf who created Stormbreaker in Avengers Infinity War? I believe, and I'm going by context clues here because I haven't seen the film, no, I did see this one actually. It's Peter Dinklage, right?
It is, yeah.
Yes, Peter Dinklage plays this dwarf. He's
I don't know.
Hephaestus or something.
He's a giant dwarf or something confusing.
The Stormbreaker is Thor's hammer, right? So
it was the new one that he made for him. Yeah.
What is his name? What's that dwarf's name?
Yeah. I don't know.
I also don't know. Let's move on.
Oh, okay. Move on from this one. His name is Eitri. Eitri.
Nope.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Eitri.
What is my current favorite candle scent?
Yes, this is Tay's faves. And what is my current favorite candle scent? What it really is you guys are competing to write down what candle scent you think I enjoy most, and between the two of you, I will pick which one is superior. How well do you know your buddy Taylor? What kinds of scents does he enjoy? What kinds of scents does he abhor? Kyle writing feverishly, erasing, second guessing.
I think Kyle's gonna win. I know that we have different tastes in candles.
We do. We've talked about candles, though. And it's all tied up. And this is what some would call the most absurd, subjective question.
So I've designed a candle for you, Taylor, that features sandalwood, leather, and vanilla.
Ooh, and
so unfair.
Woody, which one of what are you saying?
Sandalwood too.
Sandalwood.
Oh.
I have to give you both a point because sandalwood is one of my favorite scents. Both of you get a point for sandalwood.
Oh,
That's big. I one of you teakwood.
Name the Three Stooges. Woody's like, Mo. Point for Woody.
I could have detracted from you if I was going to be honest, because leather's a great addition to
I was
sandalwood.
tasked to blend.
But vanilla is not a good addition. I don't like the scent of vanilla, and so it equaled out back to just sandalwood. In ancient Rome, what was a vomitorium? What was a vomitorium in ancient Rome?
I'm ready.
It is an oft questioned aspect of history, the vomitorium. Kyle's ready. Woody musing.
I think I have this wrong, but I'll try.
I just wrote the N word over and over.
Ooh, 10 points for Kyle bravery. All right, Kyle says an exit. And what does Woody say?
I feel like Kyle knew it. A room where you vomit and rally to eat more.
No, incorrect. It is a vomitorium is what they referred to as the large exits from amphitheaters, because it looked like it was vomiting people back onto the street. Huge exits from amphitheaters and coliseums. So Kyle,
I had an opportunity to write exit because Taylor gave me the answer while I was still writing mine, and I didn't take it.
That's true.
We would have seen you doing a lot of this, though. Right?
Just shaking it up. Man, Kyle, it's turning this franchise around. All right. California produces 98% of the U.S. domestic product of what food? What food does California make shitloads of? Boxes, barrels, bags, bins, crates of this food. Huge amounts. And California is one of the only places in the U.S. that it's getting grown. 98%.
That's not right. My answer's not right. Fuck.
Mine's probably wrong, too. I wouldn't worry.
Do you have another thought, Kyle?
Well,
or do you not want to second guess yourself?
Produce. Southern California. It's not the wines.
It's all of California.
And it's produce.
Is it produce? Did Taylor say
no,
that?
No.
Oh, hang on.
It's food. Not necessarily. It could be produce, but it's not necessarily produce. It's just domestic product of what food? I just saw. I saw a little sparkle in Kyle's.
Okay, I'm ready. I guess. I don't think I'm right.
What's your answer?
All right.
Well, I was going to say lettuce because I know they make a tremendous amount.
I was going to say lettuce. Yeah.
But then he said they make 98% of it, so I changed it to the devil's lettuce, meaning marijuana.
Incorrect. That's not right. What do you got, Woody?
I'm probably wrong. I just happen to know this factoid about like water being incredibly misused somewhere over there to make almonds.
Almonds. No, that's close. It's pistachios. They're making all the pistachios over there, and it is a bad misattribution of water, apparently, but who cares? Pistachios rule. Excellent. All right, next question. This military drama featuring Guy Pearce won the Oscar for Best Picture in 2010. Not necessarily starring Guy Pearce, but Guy Pearce was in it. I couldn't say who it was starring or it would give it away. Best Picture in 2010. Military drama.
Best Picture.
I don't, man.
13 years ago.
I believe in both of you.
Why would you believe in me on a movie thing against Kyle? You actually don't. You're just lying. You're saying that to be nice, but you believe
It's
in
not
Kyle.
that. It's not that.
It's
It's not the one I'm thinking of either, because the one I'm thinking of is too old.
It's a huge movie that year.
Military drama.
All right, if neither of you got it, I'll say it was starring.
You ready?
Oh, okay.
No.
Or do you want the extra hint? Do you want me to say who it was starring?
Sure. If Woody does.
Sure, yeah, I'll say yes.
Starring, I think his name's Jeremy Renner, the Hawkeye guy.
Yes.
Okay. Well, now I know the fucking answer. Thank you.
Why don't you tell the class?
Thank you.
If you know it so well, say it out loud. Don't just write it.
Actually,
Put your money where your mouth is there.
I'm going to write. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I have Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker. I see nothing wrong with the way you
What are
presented
you
that answer.
doing?
Wow, both of you knew that equally.
Madness. Madness.
Hurt Locker.
I don't know about that one.
I'll get 101 points.
I
No.
couldn't come up with that. No, yeah.
All right, next
I didn't know
question.
Guy Pearce was in that movie. I still
I
don't
don't think
remember.
I got
him
a
in
point for that.
I just went to like
Guy
supporting
Pearson's the
cast.
guy who dies in the beginning scene of the fucking movie, you asshole. He dies in the first 5 minutes. He's the guy that dude replaces, I think.
It might
What's
be.
the
I just looked at
largest island in the
supporting cast.
Mediterranean Sea.
What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea? Really not difficult if you think about it.
Yeah, it is, Taylor. Yeah, it is. It is. Are we ready?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malta?
I'm-
Is it Malta?
Oh, that's funny. I have Malta too.
No, it is Sicily.
Yeah.
Sicily, far and away, the largest
Didn't know it was a
island
fucking island.
in the Mediterranean.
That's for that
Sicily
boot.
was an island? It's the thing the boot's kicking.
That's because your people are from there. You know that. We don't know that. We're real whites.
All right, I put 3. This is the beginning of the Star Trek. There's 3 Star Treks in a row because you guys both know Star Trek very well. What species known to the Borg as species 329 were deemed unworthy of assimilation? Known to the Borg as species 329, they were deemed unworthy of assimilation by whatever the Borg is, which I think they were just a total assimilation race. So they wanted to. It's a good name. They want Borg.
I'm only guessing, but
Yeah, give me a moment, please. I'm trying to come up with this, but it's like
Oh, moment, take 2.
you're out of moments now. That
based on what property I would love to know, right? Because it's like
I didn't look at. I don't know, man.
yeah, I've never because there's so much.
Are the
expanded-
Borg in all of them?
Yeah, exactly. So when was this defined? You know, when did we hear about species 329? When
just
when
throw
was
a
that
guess up
laid out?
there,
In
Kyle.
the 20th century show.
I'm
Um,
guessing. I don't know it, so you don't have to work.
I don't know then.
Oh, guess a species or something.
Why I can't. They put too much pressure. I can't come up with it now.
You can do it, man.
I mean, have you had your blue chew? Maybe you could perform under pressure.
Yeah.
Well, I can't come up with one that would be that makes sense. So I don't really have it.
I think mine makes sense. All right, should we just do it? Go.
Yeah.
Say do it.
I put Klingon because they're so different and aggressive, and I thought maybe they wouldn't like them.
Klingon? No, it's the Kazan.
Oh,
The Kazan species. I didn't know if that was hard or not. I went to a trivia place for Star Trek, and it was like middle of the list from like.
My guess
easiest
is that
to
is a one episode in Voyager or in a series that I haven't seen before.
Well, I did not know. Next one. Data had a cat. What was Data's cat's name?
oh, I'm gonna know it after you tell me.
Don't you
You
want
know
to
it,
know
Cal?
what sex Data's cat was?
Sure. Include that as an addendum, and it could be the difference maker in the end. Data's cat. You wouldn't think a space robot, which I'm pretty sure is what he is, space android, would have a cat, but he does. What is his cat's name?
I'm ready.
Sparkles. I don't know it.
It's a Spot. And
Spot.
early on it was male, but later on during the episode where they all get devolved, Spot got devolved to an iguana while having kittens. So clearly Spot had gotten off and gotten banged by one of the other Enterprise cats. So they changed
That's
that detail.
very good. 1 for 2 on the Star Trek. All right. This one I thought seemed easy. What is the Klingon homeworld? What is the Klingon homeworld? And Zach, get rid of cheated next to Woody's. Woody's did not. As the commissioner, I'm a Pats fan, and Woody's the Pats, and he can deflate all he wants.
He just took a half pound out of Woody's ball.
The
Woody, what is your middle
Klingon.
name?
What is the Klingon homeworld? I'm going to know it for sure after I hear it. I've heard it 100 times.
The Klingon homeworld. This one I thought was like not too difficult because the Klingons, even I know, they're like a big part of that show. They're not one of the Kazan races. All right, you got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kyle, go first.
Kronos.
I believe that is correct. It was spelled on the site Qonos. Did I spell it weird? Kronos?
Oh, who knows? Well, how do you even interpret the Klingon alphabet? You know, you can learn that. Like it's a defined language. You can learn Klingon.
Well, I guess people do that with Elvish too, but that's pretty sweet. From Lord of the Rings.
I wrote Klingon. I thought maybe the Klingons were from Klingon. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got it wrong.
Yeah. That could be a good question. Yeah, that's a point for Kyle. All right. Next category, Simpsons. What is the name of Ned Flanders' store in the Springfield Mall? Ned, in one of the earliest seasons, opened up a store in the Springfield Mall.
Do you know it, Kyle?
I think so. I'm ready to show.
Yeah, I'm close.
Right.
Leftorium?
I also have Leftorium.
Boom! Both of you get Leftorium correct. And he, of course, goes under because he's validating everyone's parking and giving things away for free.
And Homer wasn't sending him all the business.
No, Homer was like, people were like, these damn right-handed scissors, and Homer's just like not sending them there. All right. This is Walking Dead. What animal does Daryl Dixon wear as a necklace? He's got a little necklace with an animal on it. What animal is on Daryl Dixon's necklace?
Heck?
Daryl Dixon, of course, the crossbow man.
Now, could you phrase the question more specifically, like more better?
More better.
Is he wearing a skull as a necklace, or is he wearing a necklace that is made to appear to be a skull of some kind?
He is wearing a necklace that is either made of or resembling an animal.
So it could be either, or it's both.
Well, I say that because I didn't know the answer to this. I just saw it online. And so I
know this, Kyle.
Told that.
Do you know? I'm going to say that it was a possum's penis.
A possum's penis? No, what is it?
I put rabbit.
Rabbit. No, it was a squirrel. He had a squirrel necklace around his neck.
Okay.
Daryl Dixon, the squirrel hunter, another nickname from the show. All right, final question. You know, the natural place to end, question 31.
31 flavors.
Speaking of lutefisk, that's funny. In King of the Hill season 3 episode Revenge of the Lutefisk, who ended up being the man with the terrible smell? One of the characters on the show devoured an entire tray that served 40 of lutefisk, a rancid fish dish brought by the new, I want to say Wisconsin.
It was Daryl.
It was Daryl.
Is there a Daryl on that show?
I'm prepared.
All right, you're prepared. It is not Daryl. Who is the man with the terrible smell?
I was guessing it was Bill.
No, incorrect.
Was it Joe Jack?
Bobby ends up being the man with the terrible smell. Cotton Hill takes the fall as the man with the terrible smell, and then eventually Bobby comes out and says, "It was me. I'm the man with the terrible smell." And then,
wow,
I was up like 8-6, and I'm like, "This is an insurmountable lead." Kyle has like a sour attitude. I'm like, "This is going so swimmingly."
I'm so upset about that retail store question. It's like, give me some.
You're so mad about that. That was like the 6th question.
It's like question 37. Do my taxes. Fuck you. I don't want your busy
You
work.
should do.
No,
I could do your
no,
taxes.
I don't want to
Taylor.
write 10 things. I don't
Oh,
want
that's going to be an instant win for Woody if he does my taxes for me. 100 points for Gryffindor in that circumstance. Yeah. Well, good victory, a narrow victory, Kyle.
I think I won the last time. Maybe?
Yes.
Or was it a tie?
Yes, I believe you won last time, so I think that makes it. You guys are 1-1. You know, you're 1-1 in conference games.
The coveted PKA Cup can only be held by one man. So hopefully
Yes.
in the grand finals.
And in the end, the thing about this trivia contest is at any point I can add or take away points.
There were a ton of movie and TV questions in there.
Yeah, I hated it, and again, it's not.
I hated it.
I really appreciate all of Taylor's quick work to fall on this, because I've just got so much hate in my heart about this subject. Just so much fucking anger and fury, because I wanted to do the thing, and then it was like, oh, let's not do the thing, let's do this other thing, and I'll do it. And it was like, all right, hands off. And then here we are weeks later, whoopsie daisy. Now Taylor's got to do something the last minute, and it's just making me like.
I mean, I hear your
angry.
point, but as the loser, I think I should be focusing my hate on Taylor. Right? Taylor's asked all the wrong questions.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, they're not all going to be winners. But like, so often I'm like, oh, I could put another one in here that's like, what country doesn't border fucking Italy? And then I'm like,
geography is more fair than like 13 years ago. Well, I actually got this one right. What was the movie that won Best Picture?
Yeah, well, I didn't know.
I would like some questions that require.
Yeah, if I have to be the arbiter again, math, I need you guys to send me like 7 or 8 categories each, and I'll do a question from each of that category. No, like a full one, like 8 things.
Well, you don't have to like be in our. It doesn't have to be that. I would recommend just using Jeopardy categories. I think that's the trick. Is go back to old episodes of Jeopardy, Celebrity Jeopardy, and there you go. It's pre-made game.
I'll do something like that then, because it would be much. If I have
to do an over and under again, I'm going to kill myself.
But it's the easiest thing. Over or under. You guys both missed it. It's not like
I hate over and under, but nothing is as bad as.
Why do you hate over and under?
Name 30. Name the top 10 highest scoring basketball players from 1996. What? No, I'm not going to write 30 people's fucking names. I hated that question.
I know you did. And as soon as I asked it, and you know what? Naive idiot that I am, I'm like, oh, this will be fun. He'll have a little fun with this one. And then Woody blew your back out.
No, I hated it. I hated it. I refused to take part. He absolutely would have gotten more than me, because I hated the question so much. My brain
got more. Like it was hypothetical.
Well, I mean, I quit. I quit immediately because I refused to take part.
I tried to lead you to water, where I was like,
no.
What stores do you see? CVS.
It was a little weird to me that it seemed like Kyle didn't know 10 stores.
No, I don't know. It's like coming up with 10 stores is hard. I don't want to.
It's weird to me that it's not front of like Home Depot, Lowe's. You've heard of these retail places.
Sure.
Yeah.
CVS, Walgreens.
Yeah, I thought of them. I just didn't want to write them. I didn't want the.
Well, it is true.
The
Writing Walgreens
of forcing me to write things was what I would rather lose the point and move the game to a question that doesn't require a whole bunch of writing.
Was your Sharpie, did it have more friction than mine? Because I didn't think it was hard to write.
I mean, CVS.
I just didn't want to.
3 letters.
I will forfeit any question that requires me to write 10 different
you
things.
should write your high school teachers and apologize for who you were.
I absolutely won't do it. I won't. I won't
well, okay, don't write them.
And I've never seen a game where that was a question.
You know what? Next week.
When's the last time Jeopardy said, name the top 10 scoring players from Major League Baseball?
We're not doing
giving me ideas. I want to be the quiz master next time.
Yeah, do that. We can switch around. Someone else do. I don't need to be the trivia writer.
Just playing the game. We're supposed to have a quiz master here.
How about this? There's a good question for next week. All right, whoever lists more 2-digit numbers.
I would like some like reasoning questions, like not necessarily math, but like, I don't know, 2 cars doing 2 things, like which one's going to get there.
You don't write CVS, but you want to do math?
I want to do common sense reasoning things. Like if you showed me a ball that was going to travel down 3 different paths, and you asked me which one gets there the fastest, A, B, or C. Multiple choice is fucking key to this game, by the way.
It was
you gotta have multiple choice.
well, that makes it.
It would be
You have to
kinda fun
write
do
so
those
much more.
things. You know, they're kind of complicated, but you visualize pouring water in from this side, and then it's like which one would fill last?
Oh yeah, I like
or
those.
first.
Yeah, those are hard.
That would be fun.
Yeah, they can be hard. Well, maybe if I think they're easy, I'm not getting it, so I don't know. But
I don't know. I've seen a bunch of the one. I've only seen
Yeah,
one.
that would be a good time.
And
We
I
should do
stared at it for a while, and I was like, "Fuck all this." And then I read the comments, and they were like, "Actually,
you know the ones I don't. So there's these math questions where they ask order of operations, but sometimes I think it's not completely clear.
It's not completely clear. That's why they're.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm on the homework subreddit, so it's like parents presenting their homework, like, hey, me and my wife can't figure this one out. What gives?
Yeah.
And
That's
the
great.
answer will often be that the phrasing is poor. That like, actually, Medvedev is the better answer because he is the most recent person who was president before Putin. He was the president of the country, right?
He was not president. He was first deputy secretary.
What is Putin?
President of the Russian Federation. Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
How sure?
So sure that I Googled it as I was writing that question. And then it said
Medvedev was in charge for a while.
If you go to Boris Yeltsin's page,
it doesn't matter.
Preceded by.
Well,
or I'm sorry.
Again, I've explained why that's irrelevant. If I had not been mistakenly thinking that Medvedev took over for him, then I would have known Boris Yeltsin, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter because I won nonetheless. The uphill battle with the tricked questions, every step of the way.
Even with your 1 point attitude deduction,
defenders hanging off me left and right like the bulldozer.
Medvedev was prime minister. I don't know if prime minister is different than president, or president is a Russian title. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I agree. For a guy who goes twice, asking who's before him is an imperfect question.
I'll be honest with you. I finished writing these questions at like 5:35, and we started
again.
6, so.
It's misplaced anger. Thank you so much for making a game with 2 hours of time while you put a costume together. Thank you. Everyone's appreciative, and it was wonderful, but I hated it.